capacity crowd here, and the next match-up, as I mentioned, is Argentina against Scotland, the plate semi-final, and these two sides have met there on 32 occasions, 23 victories for Argentina, and 2 draws in there as well. The last met on the Gold Coast just last month. And here are the team sheets. The tallest and heaviest player in the squad for Argentina is number 1, Martin Ciprasoni. 4 tries to Romario Moyano, the young junior world champion in 2010 for Argentina. And Gaston Reval plays in his 28th tournament. As far as Scotland are concerned, Mark Robertson is a man that's really impressed me with 37 tries in his career. Colin Gregor has 4 here in Dubai. And keep an eye out for the flyer, Lee Jones. The entrance that the players will come from. Gavin Cowley's with me from South Africa, and Gavin, very, very warm here. I mean, second game for these players in this heat. It's a matter of concentration, I'd imagine, and making sure that they've hydrated after the games.
Well, we've spoken this morning about the mental aspect of the game and the importance here when the body's getting tired, that the mind's still working. You know, for Argentina, a 50% record there, but they came out this morning and looked like they were full of running. There were a lot of the teams were out very early, so again, you know, great conditioning, great fitness of the players. Same for Scotland, you know, a mixed bag, unfortunately, at this tournament. I must say, I'm a bit surprised that Argentina have not chosen Nicolas Bruzzoni in the starting lineup. He's on the bench.
Yeah, I wonder whether that's an injury call or whether they've just decided that things are okay and they're just going to rest him. South African referee Marius van der Westhuizen. And so Gaston Reval will get things underway for the Argentinians in the peach strip. Scotland in the purple, and they opt to go down the right-hand flank looking for some space there. Have they overcooked it? Yes, they have. They come all the way back to a restart in the halfway.
Interesting tactic here from Argentina. Just to maybe just try and dominate territory, put pressure on Scotland as much as they can, deep into their own territory.
There is their inspirational captain as well, Colin Gregor, man that brings it up, and then he hands it off to Glashan. Now they run across. Second man play by using a dummy rudder, and then they get it into the speed merchants here for Scotland. No options, no space down there, so Robertson decides to bring it in field, and then he hands it off to Houston. Big John Houston, valuable meters. Good play from Scotland, using the width very well. A side that likes to use the ball. One of the sides that actually passes more than anybody else in the tournament is Scotland. Their ability to move it from one side of the field to the other, as we saw there through Robertson, on to Houston, and now through Riddell. Everybody getting a first touch of the ball in the Scottish team. Just under 90 seconds gone in the opening half, and now Robertson looks for a gap that closes very quickly. Glashan. Scott Riddell, the big hard-working forward. Ball is available again. Good defence here from Argentina, keeping their line and their structure. No way through this defence for the Scots thus far. Now it's in the hands of Jones. Jones gets it out to Glashan. Big tackle coming in from Moyano. Possible turnover here, and the referee says Argentina have done everything right.
Well, Scotland, a very patient nation, I must say. 16 passes completed in that first effort, and unable to bridge the defence of Argentina. There's a lot of physicality too in the Argentine side, which the Scots obviously want to try and match as best as they can, and plenty of direction from the bench.
Yeah, it's great to have him back in the coaching scheme as well, Stephen Gemmell. Second spell as the Scots Sevens coach, still looking for consistency though. And there is Santiago Gomez-Corda, 230 tries. Well, plenty of players got to see that. That was the back of Santiago Gomez-Corda when he was a player. Top try scorer of all time with 230. There he is. Look at that, Ben Gollings there in 220. Fabian Jurez in 179. And Collins and Jed are still involved in the game there in 4th place. Boy, he was a terrific player. Gomez-Corda, and now using all of that intellectual property with this Argentinian side. They've defended well in the opening 3 minutes, and now they've got a chance to attack through Cortez. Good awareness from Scotland, knowing that if they can hold him up, it's going to be a turnover.
Well, just looking at Martin Jeffersoni, the very tall, rangy Argentine who just got hold of the ball there. But that's Colin Gregor there in picture too, another man who has certainly set the scene alight over the years. He's been a great servant for Sevens rugby.
Been around the scene for 11 years now, made his debut in Hong Kong in 2002. He's so right about Colin Gregor. Well, this game really has produced some superstars, and that's what they are in the sport. Tremendous ambassadors. They love the game, and they play it with so much intensity, so much competition. There it is, 8 on ace, 8 Moriani on Houston. Glashin opts to come down the short side. Lovely footwork there from Jones. Clear out is good, but he's lost his body weight there. Moroni, there you go, you hear it from the South African referee. You can challenge for the ball, but you've got to support your own body weights. Ramiro Moyano didn't do that. Well, it's a good contest, Kevin.
Great stats. That 20 passes completed by Scotland, just the one from Argentina.
Oh, that is the stat. Gregor. Now they get it into midfield. Big hit coming in from Reval. Scooped out. Players here, they just need to go straight here. Scotland, they need to go straight. Ducking under the tackle, and the advantages play on, and Lee Jones scores. Running on the angle, but he got underneath the tackle, and then Lee Jones got to his feet. He wasn't held, and finally a try is scored.
Well, it's brilliant play there just to slip it out. Glashin got it going, and the space opened up eventually for Lee Jones, who held on. It would have been a penalty for a high tackle. He wasn't held, and over he went. Good presence of mind there from the Scottish flyer, and an opportunity from the touchline.
Agustin Cortez, the man that went too high, the man from Tucumán, needed to actually attack the body. Here he is, the top point scorer for Scotland. Tremendous strike, just out in front.
Willie, just picking up on an earlier point of yours too, you know, just the great ambassadors for this game over the years, the Sarevis of the world, the Gollingses of the world, but there's a lot of unsung heroes too. You in fact mentioned one yesterday, Carl Tanana, a good friend of yours, who also, you know, gave yeoman service to the Sevens game.
Well, it's a terrific sport. The teams stay in the same hotel. You see them walking around in their different strips. Going high was Di Vincenzi, and now the passes are crisp here from the Pumas. Step on the inside, Moyani. He's got plenty of pace, and he's got an angle too, just to sweep it a bit. Here, they won't stop him. Here comes try number 5 for Ramiro Moyano. We saw him 2 years ago in Argentina at the Junior World Championships. Boy, he had class there, and he's just grown into a man with so much more. Terrific.
It's a good 50-metre run this, but a little in and outer there on Alex Glashin that actually just made the difference. There we go, just show the body a little shimmy, and good pace to get over.
Well, that might be voted one of the top tries here in Dubai. Your chance to vote on that as well through Twitter, and the conversion is successful. There he is, the young man from Tucumán, 23-year-old fullback winger in the 15s, and have a look at that. All behind Samasoni Vidi, who scored 6 tries here in Dubai. Well, it's just the level of competition. The top 8 teams, and when they do clash against each other, it's worthy of a final. Tremendous sevens being played by both sides here, as Scotland can't gather it, and it falls into the hands of Di Vincenzi. The clean out is good. Kick there, and that's a penalty. That could be a deliberate professional. Well, the referee says no, we'll just penalise here and get on with the game. Good decision from the referee. Argentina desperate to try and score another try. The siren has sounded. The big wide pass would do it, but it hasn't gone to hand. disappointment for the Pumas there. We head to the break. Terrific game of sevens between these two nations. Argentina are leading Scotland by 7-5. Let's see what the coaches have to say. Here is Stephen Gemmell.
Territorio, ¿está claro? Sí, y error 0 negro, salida la sacan fuera, volvé a insistir con 4, insistir con 4 por sacarla, y si no déjala dentro de la 5, que no salga free kick, que una torre muy bien armada, igual estuvo bien la búsqueda, negro. Plan fácil, posesión, territorio, error 0, muchachos, y cuando la tienen ellos, mucho huevo.
Confidence, pace on the ball. Yeah, that's good. That's it, right? Yeah.
Keep it going, boys, come on, go.
7 in here.
So the huddles are over. And just a reminder too about the 4 competitions: the cup, the plate, the bowl and the shield. In this particular one, the plate semi-final.
Oh, so much to play for, isn't there? Because you don't want to be one of those teams down towards the bottom when it comes to promotion relegation, or of course what we'll see in March in Hong Kong, wanting to remain one of the core teams, the 15 core teams on the circuit. And so points are everything. South African referee gets us underway for the second half of this match. Argentina in the white and peach against Scotland in the purple and white. So first possession for the Argentinians. Hint of a knock on there, but not at all. Okay, so now we get it out to Reval. That's a lovely pass, getting it up to the try scorer, Mohicanos. Big defence coming in from Lee Jones, who has another crack at it. Good hands there, just pulled in by Martin Cipossoni. Slow, patient build-up here from the Argentinians. Players out to the right, but they opt to now take it up, and he's been isolated. This could be a turnover here. Support gets there very, very quickly for the Argentinians as Di Vincenzi now takes on his opposite number in Lee Jones, but Jones is equal to the task, and that's good defence from Scotland.
Well, Argentina perhaps learning a little bit from the Scots in terms of the passes and being made. They're up to 17 at the moment compared to the 24 of Scotland. So they've clawed their way back a little bit, have Argentina, to show that they also have those qualities of being able to move the ball around the park.
Well, the missed tackles might be the one that is concerning Santiago Gomez Corda. Just the one from Scotland. Fresh legs, Gregor Young coming on. And jersey number 2 for Scotland. Has a twin brother, Lewis, in the wider squad.
Time on.
And made his debut just last month on the Gold Coast. They were accurate here from Riddell to Gregor. Inside, and then out Robertson. He's a good player, as Robertson, who just fed it from the floor. Now the dummy runner. Young, his first touch of the ball. Well, no real space out there, and Mohicanos tried to get the intercept. Well, the speculator there. A big wide pass back to the captain, and it nearly paid off for Argentina.
Well, they were probing for space there with Scotland, and you know, it's always dangerous in your own 22 to be floating passes. Long passes are fine, those floated ones are the dangers. Well,
we saw Scotland yesterday where they were comprehensive in their opening match against Australia, winning that the loss to Wales, and then they came back in their third match of the day against Spain. And it was a man that's just come on the field in jersey number 7, Andrew Turnbull, scoring his 128th try. Really turned the game, and he's got his first touch of the ball here now. Plenty of pace, Turnbull. Right around the laces, though, where the Argentinians, they know how big a threat he is, and he's held on to it. Cool heads needed here from Argentina. Moroni, Terraval, Palmer. Valuable meters there, but you can see the intent from the Scottish is to hold him up. Has the referee called it a ruck? Yes, he has.
He has too.
Turnover.
Down the jail there. Scotland opportunity. Some really good work from their front men. Scott Riddell, Mark Robertson, Chris Dean. Some hard yards there. And this game is just so tightly poised, Willie. Just 2 points in it. It's been a low-scoring game.
Crouch.
Could go anywhere.
Well, I know, talking to our commentator colleague Scott Hastings, who had a chat with Steve Gemmell, suggesting that this was probably the best prepared side that he's had for quite some time.
Crouch. Fine.
Oh, he's telling me it's St Andrew's Day as well.
Both in Scotland and in Russia.
Oh, you've been listening. And
the
in
patron
Russia.
saint.
Well, there you go. Very nice. As Robertson takes it into contact.
Too late. Entry. You're too late.
Thoughts definitely with those involved in the helicopter accident in Glasgow as well. So very much on the minds of Scottish people all around the world. As the ball's picked up by Maltman, he's big and strong as Michael Maltman. He's a big unit too, and takes a lot to bring him down. Turnbull gets it wide and then stays in support. Good defence here from Los Pumas. You can see them. That mushroom defence of making sure that pushing the players back inside, not giving them too many options on the outside. Again, Riddell gets it, and here comes Gregor. Hurdles one of the players as well to just try and get there. Oh, there you go. This season, 442 passes from Scotland, surpassing Australia's 439 in this match.
42 against 19 in this game. But interesting to see as well. I think Argentina have done a really good job in keeping Scotland pinned down in their 22. They haven't managed to get out. They've tried with Andrew Turnbull on one occasion. We saw some good running as well from Colin Gregor. Mark Robertson trying to break that as well. But good patience. And really, Stephen Gemmell, I think, has obviously worked it out in terms of their game plan against the Argentines.
Let's just have a look at the injury here. There, right on the elbow.
On your feet if you make the tackle.
And you can see that he wasn't too comfortable with that.
Beat them tough in Scotland.
There's no doubt about that. And of course, the Commonwealth Games are there next year. So all in preparation for that. The Scottish team definitely want to be competitive in their home tournament.
One of the lowest scoring games in the 2 days that we've been here at the moment.
Yeah, it's a good point that you've made. Scotland will try and change that now through Riddell, who brings it down. And so the set piece is good. Gregor, now he gets it on to Robertson. Coming into support was Turnbull. And now it's called on the big forwards to roll their sleeves up and try and find some metres up the middle. Gregor Young twists and turns, the ball is out. And knocked forward there, so just those uncharacteristic mistakes being made by Scotland.
It's very difficult at the breakdown point too, you know. Your scrum half has got to basically jump away once he's picked the ball up, so no one can get close to him. That puts a lot of pressure on you. In the meanwhile, Jack Ferguson is onto the park as a replacement.
Can Argentina? He goes 65 metres, and that's what's required. They've certainly got the players on the field at the moment to do it.
Fine.
Jack Ferguson on the park there from the Watsonians club.
Argentina now through Alcázar. Good defence from Riddell, coming straight through and taking the ball and man, but still in possession are Los Pumas. Raval, that lovely passing style that he has, and now the captain's on Bruzzoni, and he's freed up some space here for Palmer. Diego Palmer pins his ears back and races for the corner. Palmer's in. Well, we're waiting for that special moment, and maybe it came because Bruzzoni, the captain from Argentina, has come on. But boy, did he show a clean pair of heels once he got into the gap.
He absolutely did. So Bruzzoni just also just keeping everybody honest there, but that's fantastic running that from Diego Palmer. He changed from first into second, into third, into fourth so quickly, and this could potentially be the winning score then for Argentina.
Well, we've seen plenty of fast cars in this city. There are an abundance of them, and he wouldn't look out of place out on track. His father, Jose, played for Argentina in the 80s. And Diego Palmer, the only criticism I'd have, and I'm just silly on things like that, having the ball in the wrong hand when he went down the flank there.
You're not silly. Part of our process is education too, and very important that, especially coming from a forward like you.
Conversion is not good. And Argentina could be booking a place into the plate final. They've just got to hold on now from the kickoff. Siren has sounded. Or as my colleagues like to call it, the hoot is gone. He can't kick it dead, but he can kick it out. Beautifully scooped up, just like in the... Geez, put that man in the slips in a cricket team. Absolutely brilliant. He had to scoop right down to actually control it and to make sure that it didn't go out. And so Scotland now with their final chance to try and draw the match. But the loose pass has meant that it's fallen into the hands of the Argentinians, and they won't mind running it out. Axel Muller takes it out to book their place in the final. The disappointment from Scottish, you can see that from Scotland. The pass wasn't the right option, and Argentina, 2-1, have beaten Scotland in a pulsating match by 12 points to 5.